Hanoi Railway Station, located in the heart of Vietnam's capital city, is a historic, bustling transportation hub that has been serving as a crucial link in the country's railway network since its inception in 1902. Renowned for its French colonial architecture, the station stands as a captivating testament to Vietnam's rich cultural heritage. This iconic landmark continues to play a pivotal role in facilitating both domestic and international train travel, welcoming travelers from diverse backgrounds to embark on memorable journeys across the picturesque landscapes of Vietnam.
Good morning, everyone! I'm here at Hanoi train station on a lovely morning day, and I'm about to catch the first ride of my life to Hải Phòng city, and I'm so excited. And I know that I'm going to meet my first guest at Hải Phòng. I wonder who it will be. So let's go on this train and check it out.
Hey Thảo Tâm, sad news for you. We don't have the guest on this train on purpose. Our guest has to be in Hải Phòng earlier to do scouting for the tour. And Tâm, you have to enjoy the whole railway journey. Yes, get set for an unforgettable ride along the Hanoi-Hải Phòng railway routes. Brace yourself as we journey through breathtaking landscapes and charming villages, from the vibrant streets of Hanoi to the buzzing energy of Hải Phòng. This adventure promises non-stop fun. Make new friends, try mouth-watering street eats, and let the rhythm of the tracks ignite your soul. All aboard the Hanoi-Hải Phòng Express. For sure, Thảo Tâm will be excited about the city, the food, and the guest. He will be her new xe ôm driver in Hải Phòng.
Hi!
Hello!
So it's you!
I'm your xe ôm for today.
So you're gonna be my ride.
Yes, and I'm
my
your guest for
stallion
today.
for the day. So you guys, my guest here at Hải Phòng is rapper Nguyễn, one of my very dear friends. And he is going to be my xe ôm for the day.
Alright, here we go. I cannot
Okay,
wait anymore.
let's
I'm
go.
so hungry. Are you hungry?
I am kind of hungry.
We're so hungry right now. So.
Let's go, let's go.
Hải Phòng, let's go! Alright.
I'm scared.
So we are here at cô Hồng bánh đa cua. Hello, con chào cô.
The ingredients for making bánh đa cua are nothing fancy or expensive. Only products of the countryside such as field crabs, piper lolets, water spinach, but it is from the ingredients that come from the land, from that field through the skillful and meticulous hands of the countryside women that have become a specialty. A delicious and attractive bowl of bánh đa cua must have all 5 colors: pink brown from the crab fat, dark brown from bánh đa, green color of piper lolets, morning glory, a green onion, lime, bright red in the chili peppers, and bright yellow in dried onions. So yummy!
Alright you guys, now that we're all full and set for the day, I think we're ready to go and discover Hải Phòng. But remember, since a healthy body is the basis of every healthy mind, I think it's very important to nourish yourself and also pay attention to your diet, you know? Because even though sometimes you don't feel like eating, eating is actually very important because it fuels you and it makes you feel comforted. But remember, it's very important to eat on time and take care of your digestive system. So now that we've done that for ourselves, let's go and just explore.
I want coffee.
Okay, let's go get some coffee.
Let's go.
Hải Phòng is a famous port city of the north, whose symbol is the flamboyant so it is also known as the city of the red flamboyance. Travel experiences in Hải Phòng vary from street food to beaches. And in here, there are some places you have to check in. First, Hải Phòng railway station. This is the first check-in place for tourists who choose to take the train from Hanoi to Hải Phòng. The station is imprinted with French architecture and it's considered one of the most beautiful train stations left by the French in Vietnam. The church, the central post office, and the bridge.
Whoa, look at that. That's such a big crane.
And also it's very big port.
Right.
And it seems like such a lovely day to be out in the water, so that dude is living life right now.
So apparently this used to be the biggest port in Vietnam.
The biggest commercial port?
The biggest commercial ports.
We're so excited to see more of the youth in Hải Phòng. As you mentioned, 16 TIFF used to shoot a video here.
A music video, yes.
And it seems like the community and the youth in Hải Phòng are very connected to their own city.
Right.
And we're very excited to learn more about them. So we're going to travel to Dong Phu High School and meet some of the youth right now.
Right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go with some kids.
So Tâm and Rocker, welcome to Dong Phu High School for the Gifted, a prestigious institution in Hải Phòng. Known for its academic excellence and nurturing environment, this school has a rich history of producing exceptional scholars. With a rigorous curriculum and dedicated educators, students here are encouraged to excel in various fields while developing strong character and leadership skills. Let's meet up with a Gen Z girl. She's cool. Her name is Trang. She has been an active organizer of many big events of the school, including the TEDx, and she's from an English major class.
Welcome back to the show, and we're here with our guest for today. Her name is Trang, and she is uber talented. She runs so many clubs at once. How do you do it?
Okay, so at first, many people like you guys who know me through the fact that I am running a TEDx Youth Trần for Gifted High School, which is like the first TEDx event in Hải Phòng. So I think that the core value here is that you need to find, the balance between your academic, study and your extracurricular activities at once. And well, at first, like the first 2 months that I'm doing TEDx, I was like in definite like panic because it was just really hard. Like there was some days when I have to like woke up until like 4 in the morning and then like got myself to sleep until 6 in the morning and then like got to school and like looking absolutely like a zombie. However, I soon found out that like you need to have like a plan like for your like time allocation, like on which period do you need to actually focus on your extracurricular activities, and which period you need to stay laser focused to your study. And I think that's how the things just work out for me, like slowly by experiencing those sleepless nights until the day when I feel absolutely like energetic when I can do both of the things like together.
So when I first stepped into our set today, the first thing that caught my eye was the blackboard, and I got immediately stressed out because as you can see on the blackboard, we're kind of like simulating a setting of the high school exam, and we have our names up there. And when I saw my name in chalk, I kid you not, I got this flashback and I felt PTSD. This dread. Yeah, it's some type of PTSD, and I cannot shake the feeling of fear whenever I think back on the tests that I took during my time in high school and middle school. Yeah. So I would like to touch a little bit on the pressure that we experience when we go through school. So I can't imagine it would be too easy to attend and actively participate in a high school for the gifted, because we can't deny that there are high expectations. Yeah, and also run 3 clubs at the same time. So what's your experience with dealing with pressure, and also how do you navigate all of that?
I think that I haven't found like the flawless or the perfect recipe for this, since I'm still like struggling with a lot of deadlines and pressures, the peer pressures at this time. However, I think that it's really good if you can actually you pick out your strong suits. Like for me, I am not the type of students who are excel academically compared to all of my peers. So I have to find like my way around. Like I have to do the extracurricular activities. And I soon realized that, okay, this is my repertoire. This is the thing that I need to do to save my life. And then I, after all of those things, I decided that I need to like make a master plan for, you know, the goals that I want to achieve.
And honestly, I think that is a positive thing. Like sometimes I feel like the conversation around competition makes it out to be a bad thing, and like how competition, or sometimes let's say aggression, like it's made out to be something that is toxic and not a good trait to have.
It has a negative connotation to it.
It does have a negative connotation, but I think healthy competition actually builds character. And also I feel like it's very important to recognize and register when you have certain emotions. It's very human and it's very normal to feel jealous or feel insecure sometimes, because I think all of us go through it. So to say we don't have that emotion, or that emotion is wrong to feel. Exactly.
What is your
strategy?
Well, I think that my trains of thought on this process is becoming like more adult-like every day. When like back in 2 or 3 years ago, when I had like a failure in like some competition or something, I would be like really down the dump. I would blame myself really, because I just think that at that time I thought that my parents, they have like given me like a lot of opportunities, and they have always been really supportive, and I didn't, you know, make it. So I think that more than feeling like sorry for myself, I'm feeling sorry for them, because like I didn't actually make them proud of me. And back in the last 3 months at that time, when we organized the TEDx event, I had like very, you know, big problem relating to finding sponsors for the event. And at that time, my parents, they also had to, you know, lend me some money so that I can organize it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is like hell to me, because, you know, I didn't want to make them, you know, I didn't want to let them down. And however, at the end of the day, I just finally found out that, okay, there will always be way for you to get out of hell. You know, there will always
there's
be
a will,
light.
there's a way.
Yeah. I didn't really know it's like you're manifesting or something, but like when I started thinking that way, there will always be some solution that just like
there's always a solution to a problem. It's like it's juxtaposition, you know.
If it's not okay, it's not the end.
Yeah, I think that you should start with like thinking in a positive way, and then the way will definitely come to you.
So for our closing remarks, we hope you know that we are very proud of you, even though we've only met you recently and we've only gotten to know you from a few hours ago. We really see that you're such a bright girl, and you're really trying to make such a positive impact in the community around you. And also, I think you're a very community-minded person. You told me that you're interested in ed tech, you're interested in education. So we really hope that with all the energy that you're giving other people, you would spend time for yourself too, and appreciate all that you've done for others, because it's a beautiful thing. And we hope you have fun at the concert, stay safe, and have a lot of laughs. And we're really proud of you, and we hope you take care of yourself too.
So where do Gen Z in Hải Phòng usually hang out? If you ask a genuine Gen Z, everyone will answer, Ayomon. Yeah, that's right. You can do all kinds of things here. Having fun, study, eat, gather with friends, participate in public events. And so, Rocker and Thảo Tâm will definitely have to visit here.
Right, so speaking of the youth of Hải Phòng, I have prepared 3 very special guests for you to meet, and they're actually family, because they've been on the show before, and they're friends of ours. Hi, you guys!
Hi guys!
And,
nice to meet you.
These are guests that have all appeared on IFO, or actually our crew members, but Rocker hasn't been able to meet them before. So can you briefly introduce us about yourself?
Yes, my name is Nguyễn, and I'm in charge of graphic design and some illustration for the show. I was in a show in 2018, if I remember correctly. So it's been a long time, and can't wait to see you guys here in Hải Phòng.
Yes, and it's so good to see you again.
It's our honor to be here. Thank you.
I'm Dung. I'm an IELTS teacher, a content creator, and also a subtitle for the IFOS show.
And I'm Phương, or you can definitely call me That was my nickname, and I'm just a normal student. I've actually been on Voice of the Week on IELTS Face-Off this season. So I'm very excited to be here.
Very glad to have you back. So let's go somewhere that we can just sit down and talk together.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yes.
Stand up there.
Sure.
So
Let's go.
Stand up here.
So this is the place that a lot of teenagers and like people from all walks of life has came here to study, and also sometimes they can relax here.
And it's really nice because this is my first time in Hải Phòng, and I think this is your
It's been
first
a
time
long
back
time,
in a
yes.
long time. And it's so cool that we get to visit like community spots that are out in the open and also in very established malls like this. So this season we brought back 3 members of our team and also our audience, and they represent the people that have followed IFO through our 10 seasons. And our topic of this season is mental health. So we just wanted to check in on you guys. So you've been with us for a long time, and how are you doing right now?
The first time I've been on camera with the IFO crew, and this is also the first time I seeing you guys. We're shaking right now, but at the same time I feel honored to be here, to be sharing with you guys about my mental health and how I can overcome some of my stressful problems.
We're the same age, and you are currently working as an English teacher. You've been working for 4 years, and I can't imagine working and studying at the same time because I believe you're also in university, right? You recently graduated, and I can't imagine that being easy because I just went through that myself. How did you cope?
Well, the first problems I think most people are trying to overcome is peer pressures. How I try to cope with it, that I have to consider it as inevitable. I try to take it as for granted. Now, I had talked a lot about peer pressures with my parents, my seniors, and I realized that most of them had to face the same problem in their own era. So there's no problem for us to face the same things. And the second thing I try to do is that I need to have a 10-year vision of how I'm going to develop my career. As currently I have already graduated from my university, but I'm pursuing my master's degree, and hopefully in the future maybe PhD or become a professor, who knows.
So I noticed that Anh Huân, so one of our crew members from previous seasons, it's been a long time, but now you've left IFO and you have a family now, but you still follow us and you still watch over us, and we're very thankful for that. But I would like to ask for some wisdom from somebody who has dealt with the trials of life. How do you kick it back? How do you take it slow?
That's a good question, though. So for me personally, for my age right now, a little bit old, I would say.
Just a little bit.
Yes. When we are getting older and we are married, we have something change inner. I mean, inside us, we feel something a little bit different. Yes. I think for young generations, the fear or the pressure mainly because they try to be themselves and they try to prove that they are different individual. But for our generation, I think accepted the fact that we are different individual, but we have to learn how to live along well with people in the community. For example, in the workspace, everyone is a different individual, but how we can collect to each other and sharing the same ideas, working in the same place is the difficulty for us right now.
Thank you so much, Anh Huân. And for our last question, I would like to tap on to a very different sort of wisdom. And I would like to ask Beth though, so because your 2 older brothers are they do express certain concerns for the future, but as somebody who is very young, I'm sure you have a lot of hopes for the future. What is the biggest thing you want to achieve for yourself in the upcoming year?
Oh, definitely, like, of course, I'm still a student, so I have tried as much as I could because, like, life is impossible to achieve everything. Like, you cannot achieve this or that. And I think, like, the biggest pressure for me when I go to school every single day is to fit in. Because, like, fit in with a crowd is kind of, like, impossible, but it's the thing that everyone tries to do that, honestly. So for example, like I remembered a few days ago, I went to a trip with my class and I cannot fit in with all of those girls that they changed so much over the summer. And I was just an ordinary girl, which sometimes a little bit childish, I would say. But like that's like a thing that a lot of people said to me. But until I heard a quote which said that like you were born to stand out, so don't try to fit in. So I think that like fitting in and like stepping in something that it's like too common and everyone knows about it is not something that I can express myself. So I express myself through how I look, how I talk to people, and a lot of stuff. So like one of the biggest achievements that I have achieved over the years is like to step out of my norm, and mostly I'm working on to be a better version of myself.
It's very cool that even though I recognize that there are three very different personalities in front of us, but right now you're all focused on defining yourself and accepting your individuality, and I think it's a very beautiful thing. And I can see how that differs since you come from different walks of life and are going through different growing pains. And I really appreciate you sharing with us today, but I also hope that you'll always remember that you'll have the support from our IFO crew because we love you so much. And thank you once again for accompanying us through our 10 seasons.